If Brittney Griner thought she had it bad before when she was talking about life in a Russian prison, it's only going to get worse after what we heard today. That Brittney Griner officially, after getting sentenced to 9.5 years in Russian prison after being caught with illegal drugs at a Russian airport, she got transferred the other day out of the jail that she was at to a Russian penal colony, a labor camp, which is only going to be that much worse for her. WNBA star Brittney Griner moved to Russian forced labor camp to complete prison sentence. She was sitting there talking about how bad it was, that she only got to be outside for an hour, how she was depressed, how she didn't think she was going to make it, all this stuff. That was in kind of the normal Russian jail, where like kind of a holding place where it's close enough to the city where she can still appear in court and things like that. This is going to be at potentially an undisclosed location where no one knows where she is, but she'll be forced into hard labor. This is serious for Brittney Griner. WNBA player Brittney Griner has now been moved to a Russian forced labor camp to complete her 9.5-year prison sentence after being convicted on drug charges in Moscow. Analysts say the basketball player will face harsh conditions, and her family in the U.S. may not even be allowed to know exactly where she is, according to the New York Post. We know why this happened. The vaping cartridges, 9.5 years in prison. I've said multiple times that I don't think Brittney Griner should serve 9.5 years in prison for vape cartridges full of cannabis oil. At the same time, I don't agree with a lot of laws in other countries. I don't agree with a lot of laws in this country. There are currently people who are serving more than 10 years for similar things to what Brittney Griner did here in this country. But it's so ironic that Brittney Griner, who wanted to stand up and virtue signal and play politics, identity politics, everything, and say, I don't like this country. I'm not gonna respect, I'm not gonna stand for the national anthem, I'm gonna protest. Well, now she's in a different country where she's being forced to stand for the Russian national anthem. I imagine she misses some of the freedoms that she had here in the United States of America. Joe Biden's White House has been entirely powerless to do anything about Griner's situation, despite the constant pressure from the sports world to do something. Every minute that Brittney Griner must endure wrongful detention in Russia is a minute too long, says the White House press secretary. You guys are the ones that haven't done shit to get her back. And stop saying wrongfully detained. She's not wrongfully detained. She did this. She admitted to it. She admitted to bringing vape cartridges. This happened. She broke the law. You might not agree with the response. You might not agree with the penalties. You might not agree with the laws. But she was properly detained by Russian authorities. Here's the lesson learned here, all right? If you go to another country, don't fucking break the law. That's truly the lesson learned. And people try to make this about, oh, it's about a woman. If she had been a man, she wouldn't have to go over there to play. They don't pay these women enough. All this nonsense. Well, now it's really fucking bad news for Brittney Griner. As the administration continues to work tirelessly, the president has directed the administration to prevail on her Russian captors to improve her treatment and the conditions she may be forced to endure in a penal colony. The U.S. government is unwavering in its commitment to work on behalf of Brittney and other Americans detained in Russia, including wrongful fellow detainee Paul Whelan. I don't have any faith in Joe Biden, nor should anyone else. But now going to a labor camp, forced labor, after complaining about a place where she, had to share a jail cell, but she also got to go out and work out. They offered to let her play basketball, but she said she's just too depressed. She couldn't do it. I don't think this is going to help out her depression very much. We'll see how Brittney Griner's mental health continues to deteriorate in a Russian forced labor camp. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.